Do you ever feel like you can't leave your house without makeup on? Like for some reason, people in society will deem you as less put together, successful, or even ambitious. I used to have this really toxic relationship with makeup where I felt like I needed it to be presentable or even taken seriously, honestly. For years, I joined the rat race to fit into this aesthetic norm or beauty ideal that I later came to realize working in the beauty and fashion industry for so many years was just photoshopped reality or lack thereof, or in today's day and age, filters. We live in a world where young girls look at tutorials and wonder, why don't I look like that? Well, let me just tell you something. The girls in those videos and photos, they don't look like that either. And I know because 90% of my life is spent behind the camera helping the girls to look like that. When I was in my 20s, makeup for me was a daily symbolic reminder of all my imperfections and my flaws. And it was a blanket that I would wear to cover it all up, to hide under it. I want you to ask yourself if makeup is that for you, or do you see makeup as being that for your daughter or another family member? Let me know in the comments. And if it is, I'm here to tell you that that's a really harmful way of looking at it. As I've gotten more mature, I've come to accept myself and who I am, along with all my flaws. My eyebrows are uneven, my lips are a little naturally lopsided. Some of you point that out in the comments, and I truly am okay with that. Now I wear makeup as a form of self-expression and adornment, and not because I hate who I am. Today I want to show you 5 steps for a minimalist holiday look that is meant to celebrate your unique and individual beauty and not to hide it. Let's go. Step number 1 is facial prep. After applying some sunscreen and a light amount of eye cream, I applied this product called the Great Skin Instant Glow Serum by MERIT. This is cool because it's a lightweight serum that hydrates and plumps the skin, but it can be used as a primer before any complexion product to give the skin a dewy, healthy glow, which is exactly what we are after today. Have you guys ever heard of MERIT? Their claim is that they are the antidote to the oversaturated world of beauty. They are all about safe and clean products, being vegan and cruelty-free, and their shipment packaging is recyclable, reusable, or biodegradable, which is amazing. The key thing that I love about this line, though, is that they embrace this minimalist beauty. I got the set called the La Fete Edition, which is their limited edition set of essentials, but with a holiday twist. And I'm going to show you how I use each product from that kit to create this look today. Also, as an added bonus, you get a free signature bag with every first order. So if you're on the fence about ordering, you get a really cute little bag that will go along with your makeup. How fun is that? After prepping the skin, step number 2 is evening out the canvas. In order to perfect my skin with a very sheer wash of color, I take a moisturizer and I put it on my hand, and then I add 1 pump of light coverage foundation and I blend that into the moisturizer and I apply it that way. Essentially what I'm doing here is I'm creating my own tinted moisturizer, but I have control over the coverage. The more foundation you use, the higher the coverage. The less you use, the more sheer the coverage. So if you're having a good skin day, use more moisturizer, less foundation. If you're having a bad skin day, you can add a couple extra pumps of that foundation into the moisturizer. Today I went for a very sheer look, so I needed some extra assistance. The best way to even things out more without going too heavy on the base is by spot correcting with a concealer and blending out the spots by using stippling motions in a damp beauty blender. A lot of people think that dramatic looks for a makeup artist are much more challenging, but I totally disagree. Really natural looks that are effortless, glowy, and flawless is what takes the most experienced levels of technique, because you need to master perfection without an abundance of product. But I believe in you, you can do it. When I'm doing these really natural looks, I also love going in with a cream bronzer. This one is by Chanel. I work it into the skin by stippling into the zones of the face that I would typically be contouring, like the hairline area of the forehead and the hollows of the cheek. Step number 3 is brows. Gone are the days of the really overdone ombre brows. The aesthetic of the brows today have a lot more air through them, and they don't have to be so fakely perfect. The way that I achieve this look is by using a brow pen and sketching the individual hairs in the areas that I am missing them. But I have to tell you though that the most important step in brow grooming today is using a brow gel to create that fluffy lifted look. This one is called Brow 1980 in Neutral, and it's a volume Volumizing Pomade by Merit. Usually I leave lips to the end, but let's get right into it as our fourth step because I am excited. Red lipstick is a lot more adaptable than you would think. If you are not comfortable wearing a red lip, and many natural makeup people aren't, then this is what you can do as one option, okay? You can apply a lip balm to your lips first, and then apply the lipstick on top of the balm. When you do this technique, you get a very sheer wash of berry color, which is so natural, but so beautiful and youthful. You're essentially transforming a red lip into a stain-looking effect, which so many people just love. Whenever I do any kind of red on my lips, I also like to rub that same color on my fingers and stipple it into my cheeks as a cream blush. This helps to tie the whole look together and gives off a really natural looking flush. I'm gonna show you how this red looks on its own in its full intensity, but first let's do our final step so you can see this first look. Step number 5 is defining the eyes. In order to softly contour the eyes, I often go in with my cream bronzer and a crease brush, and I use windshield wiper motions to create a bit of a separation between the crease and the lid. And then to finish it off, of course, I curl my lashes always, and I use the Clean Lash Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara in black. Always use black mascara, even if you are doing a very natural look. It really helps to define the eyes, even if it's in like a totally natural and subtle way. Now, if you've been on the channel before, then you probably know that I am a highlighter girl. I really love that glow, and I wanted to add even more glow to the skin today. So I went in with the Day Glow Highlight Balm in Bounce, which is seriously gorgeous. I highlighted my collarbones as well as my cheekbones by just taking that product on my finger and stippling it in the areas that I want to catch or attract light. Here is the first look that you can achieve with this kit. It's super fresh, it's clean, and it's very youthful, but best of all, it literally took me less than 8 minutes to execute. I am dying though to show you this lip in full force, so I went back in with that same lipstick on clean, dry lips. This is the final look with a statement lip. It is amazing how a red lip can completely elevate your style. I just did a hair tutorial where I showed this exact makeup look, but with a few Christmas-inspired hairstyles, so I highly recommend that you check out that video next for even more holiday-inspired ideas. Video's over.